Hello everyone. Today we are going to unravel a foreign entity which has been promoting Khalistani ideology and a political party backing it. But before we begin, let me ask you a question. Whenever someone asks or mentions pro-Khalistani propaganda in a foreign country, what's the first name which comes into your mind? Canada. Maybe after seeing this video, you might have to rethink for some seconds before answering that question. 16 October 2024, an Australian MP David Shoebridge tweeted about the India-Canada diplomatic tussle. He wrote, "It's over 24 hours since Canada was compelled to expel 6 Indian diplomats." Now, this was a plain misinformation, or should I say distortion of actual chronological events. Because firstly, India withdrew its diplomats from Canada and then expelled their diplomats. So, the video has just begun and David was instantly fact-checked. Now, as you could see David's tweet, he has also uploaded a statement from his party named Australian Greens, which called for solidarity with the Canadian people and the Sikh community worldwide. Another distortion by the political party. It's trying to consolidate the entire global Sikh community, painting them victims, but in reality, except pro-Khalistan groups, the majority of Sikh community isn't associating itself with the Canada issue or the Khalistani ideology. So we decided to check upon the Australian Greens party, and what we found was astounding. Twitter account D-Intent Data has written an extensive thread about it. You can read it on their Twitter handle. But the question arises, why an Australian party which is in opposition supporting a pro-Khalistani agenda? The answer to that is Turbans for Australia, an organization founded by Amar Singh, an individual who seems to be quite close with David Shoebridge and other MPs of the Greens party. Amar Singh and his organization are known for Khalistani advocacy. Interestingly, when Amar Singh first came to Australia, he wasn't a baptized Sikh. He was clean-shaven with no turban or beard. Notably, during farmer protests in India, Amar Singh was quite vocal on the issue and demanded Khalistan as a democratic right.
Khalistan ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾਰਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਡੈਮੋਕ੍ਰੈਟਿਕ ਹੱਕ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਲੀਗਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਦੀ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ ਸੁਪਰੀਮ ਕੋਰਟ ਨੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਨਾਰਾ ਲੱਗਣਾ ਇਲੀਗਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਪਰੀਮ ਕੋਰਟ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੋ.
Not only this, Turbans for Australia is also part of a Hindu-phobic NGO group called the Australian Alliance Against Hate and Violence. This alliance was involved in doing a press conference in 2021 where it fear-mongered about threat to Australia from the Hindutva extremism. We found another interesting name in this alliance, Hindus for Human Rights. The pamphlet has exposed this organization multiple times, which masquerades as a Hindu rights body but actually peddles the anti-Indian narrative. Sunita Vishwanathan, an Indian-American activist, is the co-founder of Hindus for Human Rights. She is indirectly funded by Soros's Open Society Foundations, which is known for funding dubious individuals and NGOs. OSF is often found donating funds to anti-India organizations such as Hindus for Human Rights. And owing to the anti-India activities, the Twitter account of HFHR is currently withheld in India. So this press conference by Australian Alliance Against Hate and Violence was called along with Australian Greens MP David Shoebridge. Furthermore, if you search about David, he seems to be a firm supporter of Khalistani elements in Australia. For instance, David Shoebridge was the first to defend Turbans for Australia when a news organization published an article on Khalistani elements in Australia. David himself was seen protesting in support of farmers during the farmers' protest with Turbans for Australia. In June 2023, Greens Senator David Shoebridge opposed and expressed anger against Australian authorities for cancelling 3 venues booked for Khalistani referendum voting in Sydney. Now, if you think David Shoebridge is just raising the issue of Khalistani separatism, then you're completely wrong. In August 2020, Australian Greens MP David Shoebridge moved up motion against India's Citizenship Amendment Act. Why would an Australian MP care about matters in India? In 2021, he made a ridiculous statement terming VHP and RSS as neo-Nazis. Why an Australian MP is making such assertions on Indian organizations? In 2023, the baseless BBC documentary on Narendra Modi was screened in the presence of David Shoebridge during Indian PM's visit to Australia. Furthermore, David Shoebridge and other leaders of his party, such as Mehreen Faruqi, Janet Rice, have been often seen promoting Pakistani propaganda on Kashmir. David and Janet have earlier engaged with representatives of an organization named Stand With Kashmir, which is known for its anti-India narrative on Kashmir. Stand With Kashmir was founded by Hafsa Kanjwal and Samira Fazli. Notably, Hafsa has been groomed by ISI puppet Sayyid Ghulam Nabi Fai in the early 2000s. In 2011, the FBI arrested Fai for acting as an unregistered foreign agent while trying to influence American policies on Kashmir for the Pakistani government. So, David Shoebridge and his party seems to be in cahoots with anti-India organization. Why an Australian MP is so devoted to pro-Khalistan cause? Is it just for political benefits, or maybe harbors a hidden agenda?